Hi, everyone. This is episode 31 of the Italian Americans in Hollywood podcast series. I'm Daley Giacopella, and my co-host is Sadie Bruni.
Great to be here.
Today, we're looking at an actress whose Italian roots are often kind of forgotten, the very talented Brittany Murphy.
Yes, Brittany Murphy. A lot of people know her from her roles in films.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Films such as Clueless, 8 Mile and Girl, Interrupted, which I think really showed how talented she was and how much range she had as an actress. But what a lot of people don't realize is that her Italian heritage is a big part of her story.
Yeah, and we've got some really interesting sources that kind of dig into this side of her,
Right.
this often overlooked part of her background.
Yeah, they highlight her Italian ancestry and take us back to her paternal grandparents and their origins in the Basilicata region of Italy.
Uh-huh.
Brittany's birth name was Brittany Anne Bertolotti.
It's true. It's amazing how these connections are sometimes right there in front of us, and we just don't see them.
Yeah, sometimes you just need that little bit of extra information to connect the dots.
Exactly.
So it's through her father, Angelo Bertolotti, that we can trace this lineage. We can actually go back quite a few generations in her family tree on her father's side.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
One of the sources even quotes Brittany Murphy herself, talking about how her Italian roots are the reason for her beautiful olive complexion.
Yeah,
It's those little personal touches that really make these stories come alive.
they do. It makes you wonder how much of her personality, passion, and talent might be connected to that Italian heritage, you know? Do you ever think about how much our ancestry shapes who we are?
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Specifically, her family's Italian roots go back to the province of Potenza in the Basilicata region.
Uh-huh.
Her paternal grandmother, Loretta Bertolotti, emigrated from a town called Montemurro.
You know, the Basilicata region is known for its rugged landscapes and strong traditions. It makes you think about how that environment and culture might have influenced her ancestors, and in turn, Brittany Murphy herself.
Yeah.
Kind of a trickle-down effect.
Adds another dimension to her story.
Yeah.
Speaking of her story, there's this rumor that her maternal grandmother was Jewish.
Okay.
Based on genealogical records, this appears to be inaccurate. It's a good reminder to be careful about the information that we come across, particularly online.
It is. Misinformation can spread very easily.
It really can. It just underscores the importance of consulting primary sources and, conducting thorough research.
Always good to double-check.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to Brittany Murphy's personal life. She married British screenwriter Simon Monjack in 2007.
And their story together took a really sad turn.
It did. Sadly, both Brittany and Simon passed away within a short period of each other.
Right.
This left many unanswered questions.
Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood. It's remarkable how much we can learn about someone when we really look into their family history. And, before we paused, we were discussing the passing of both Brittany Murphy and her husband, Simon Monjack.
Yeah, and this is really where their story becomes heartbreaking.
Yeah, Brittany Murphy died at just 32 years old back in December 2009.
The official cause was pneumonia,
Right.
but anemia and multiple medications were also listed as factors.
And then just 5 months later,
Right.
her husband, Simon Monjack, died in the same house under very similar circumstances. It's really strange. The entertainment industry was really shocked,
Absolutely.
by the loss of this, vibrant young actress.
Yeah.
The circumstances surrounding their deaths so close together really, raised a lot of questions and kind of fueled a lot of speculation.
A lot of theories out there.
Yeah, one of the sources even mentions conspiracy theories
Oh, really?
surrounding their deaths. Some people suggested mold in their home or even foul play.
It's understandable, I think, that people were looking for answers,
Yeah.
especially given the unusual nature of the whole situation. I think it reminds us that grief manifests in different ways.
Yeah.
Some people need to find explanations, while others just prefer to kind of quietly reflect and move through it.
That's a really good point.
So, despite the controversy surrounding her death, Brittany Murphy's impact on the entertainment industry is undeniable.
Yeah, she was really talented.
She was.
And she moved between comedy and drama so effortlessly.
And she had this genuine warmth about her and this infectious smile that just made her so relatable.
She did. I think she had this unique ability to connect with audiences and make you feel she was your best friend.
Yeah, she had that girl next door quality.
Yeah, exactly.
So even though her career was tragically cut short, she left behind so many memorable performances.
Yeah, from the quirky tie in Clueless
Oh, yeah.
to the tough but vulnerable Alex in 8 Mile.
Uh-huh.
She really brought those characters to life.
And don't forget her voice acting.
Oh, right.
I mean, she voiced Luann Platter on King of the Hill for the show's entire run.
Wow. And she was a singer, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, she had a hit song with Paul Oakenfold
I didn't know that.
called Faster Kill Pussycat.
Huh. It's amazing all the things that she did in her career.
It's incredible how many talents she had.
It really is.
It reminds us that there's often more to a person than we initially see.
Yeah.
You know, in Brittany Murphy's case, there were layers of depth and complexity that we are honestly still uncovering.
It makes you wonder what she could have accomplished if she had more time.
It does.
It's a sad thought.
I think it is.
But I think it's important to celebrate the work she did produce,
Yeah.
the joy that she brought to so many people.
So thinking back to her Italian heritage, it's interesting to think about how that might have influenced her career path.
Yeah, you wonder if there's a connection there.
Could there be a connection between her Italian roots and the characters that she chose,
Right.
to portray?
Yeah, Basilicata with its strong family traditions and close-knit communities.
Right.
Maybe that instilled in her a sense of loyalty
Mm-hmm.
and a real desire to connect with others.
What about that warmth and authenticity we see in her performances?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a reflection of the values often associated with Italian culture?
Possibly. One source I was reading highlighted how Italian Americans have often been portrayed in Hollywood,
Right.
sometimes falling into stereotypes.
You're right. There's this image of the fiery, passionate Italian or the really devoted, family-oriented matriarch.
Right.
Did Brittany Murphy ever play into those tropes?
It would be interesting to go back and look
Okay.
at her roles with this in mind,
Right.
to see if we can find any subtle nods to her heritage,
Mm-hmm.
or if she consciously tried to break free from those expectations.
I'm kind of curious to go back and watch some of her films now and see if I can spot any of those nuances.
Maybe her Italian ancestry even subconsciously contributed to the depth and complexity that she brought to her characters.
Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood.
We've been talking about the life and career of Brittany Murphy, an actress whose Italian heritage is often kind of pushed aside.
And it has been really interesting to uncover these connections to her family's roots
Right.
back in the Basilicata region of Italy.
Yeah. It reminds us that, our ancestry can really impact who we are, even if we're not fully aware of it.
Thinking about her career, it's clear that she really made an impact
She did.
on Hollywood.
Absolutely. She had that special combination of talent and charisma
Right.
and vulnerability that made her so captivating and relatable.
She never shied away from, challenging roles,
No, she didn't.
whether it was, playing a troubled teen in Clueless or a struggling, aspiring rapper in 8 Mile Time.
Yeah, she was really good at choosing those roles that allowed her to showcase her range.
And she did it all with such a genuineness
Uh-huh.
that was so evident in all of her performances.
It was, and I think that's what really connected with audiences.
Yeah, I think so too.
They saw a reflection of themselves in her characters.
Right.
The struggles, the triumphs, the humor, the heartache.
It really speaks volumes about her skill as an actress,
It does.
that she was able to evoke such a wide range of emotion.
It's a real gift.
Her passing was such a loss,
It was.
not just for her family and friends,
Yeah.
but for the whole entertainment industry.
For sure. It reminds us to cherish the artists that we have and appreciate their contributions
Hopefully.
while they're still with us,
That's a good point.
and to continue exploring those hidden stories,
Right.
those unexpected connections that can enrich our understanding of the world.
So Brittany Murphy's Italian-American heritage, even though it's often overshadowed, is a really crucial part of her story.
It adds a lot of depth and nuance to her legacy.
For sure.
And it reminds us that identity is really this tapestry woven from many threads.
It leaves us with a question.
It does.
How might this heritage have influenced her life, her career choices,
Right.
the person she became?
It's something to think about.
As we remember Brittany Murphy, the talented actress who continues to inspire us with her work and her spirit,
And as we celebrate the contributions of Italian Americans.
to Hollywood and beyond.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Italian Americans in Hollywood.
Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and watch our shorts, videos, and other podcasts on Italian Americans in Hollywood. We'll see you next time.